Sports Jazz, thank you so much for tuning in. Isaac back with the preview. Manchester United versus Crystal Palace this weekend in the Premier League on Sunday at Old Trafford in a very highly anticipated game. It's a highly anticipated game, guys, because Crystal Palace, teams like Brighton, have been bullying United for the last 2, 3, 4 seasons. So it's not going to be an easy ride. Much as it's at Old Trafford, it's not going to be an easy ride for Man United. Not to forget, United doesn't have fresh legs. They didn't play anything over the rather midweek. They were resting. They are fresh. United had a game all the way in Romania, Bucharest, playing against FCSB. Of course, they won 2-0 in the Europa. So it shows you Amorim really needs to do a lot. He needs to do a lot. The team needs to bring their A game. Not that they're any better anyway. They're really poor. Currently seated in the 12th position, 29 points. And below is Crystal Palace in the 13th position with 27 points. I'm talking about the Premier League. So it doesn't really look good for Man United. And last recent form or last games, all competitions, United has won 3 with 1 loss. Crystal Palace has won 3. Actually, United has won 4, with 1 loss. Crystal Palace 3, 1 loss, and 1 draw. And not to forget, in the last 11 Premier League games against Crystal Palace, Palace has won 5 of those games, 3 draws, and 3 losses. It shows you how poor United is every time they're playing against Crystal Palace, man. Shambles. It's awful. It's bad. United, Amorim should change that. Amorim should change that. Last 3 games they played together, United did not score anything. 30th September in the Premier League at Old Trafford, Crystal Palace won 1-0. Then we also see this year, last year, 6th May, Premier League at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace won 4-0. Again, Selhurst Park in the Premier League, September 21st, last year, it was 0-0. So, in other words, in the last 3 games against Crystal Palace, United hasn't done shit. They haven't scored a goal. Now, that is a very, very poor record for Man United. A very poor record. They need to step up. They need to bring their A game. We don't want to lose anymore. We have games, the last Premier League, I'm looking at the last, the next 5 games. They're not really so hard that United is going to be playing. They're not so hard. I mean, yes, we have Crystal Palace this weekend. Then, of course, next weekend, we also have in the FA 4th round, we will be playing against Leicester City. So all those games, United need to win these, Then Premier League, again, we will be playing against Tottenham Hotspurs. Yeah. Tottenham is not really good right now. They're so poor. Then we shall be again playing against the Toffees, Everton. Then Ipswich Town before Arsenal. That is 9th match. So if I'm looking at the 4 games after Crystal Palace, we have Leicester 4th round FA. We have Tottenham, Premier League, Everton, Premier League, and Ipswich in the Premier League. All those games should be won if we really need to be out of the bottom half of the table. We need to win all these games. It will be shameful for Man United not to win these games. It will be horrific for Man United to finish in the bottom half of the table. That is not our style. That is not how we roll. We are a bigger club, and we must live and play up to the standards. I hope Amorim brings his A game. He's already being supported by Ineos, Patrick Dogu, Jetson. I understand he's almost done with his medical at Carrington. But before that, let me give you my predicted starting lineup. Of course, Onana in the goal. I have right centre back. I will have Leny Yoro because Lisandro. Amorim likes rotation, so I'll have Leny Yoro as the right centre back because Mazraoui played midweek. So Leny Yoro. I would have Maguire in the middle, in for the league. Then I would have Lisandro Martinez who will start. And nothing to do. I think that's even one of the reasons as to why we've signed Aiden Heaven from Arsenal, £1.5 million deal. I understand Willock said he's going to be walking into the team right away. He's 18 years old. Then we also have Dogo coming in. All these players are coming in to relieve Lisandro Martinez. Also, we didn't have a natural left wing back. And after the signing of Patrick Dogo, we have a natural wing back. I don't know if he's going to play, but I understand he'll be ready. He'll be registered in time for him to be available if Amorim thinks he can start against Crystal Palace on Sunday tomorrow. But yeah, again, starting lineup, I have Onana in the goal. I have Lenny Yoro as the right CB, Maguire in the middle, and Lisandro Martinez as the left center back. The wing backs, I have Amad Diallo, star boy. Then I have Diego Dallo the other side. I know he's going to start as the left wing back. Midfield, I have Ugarte and Kobe Mino. Not to forget, Kobe Mino has been sensational. But I'm going to come back to that. He's been sensational because he's been given that freedom to roam. We saw Amorim also making comments about that. So, yeah, so midfield, Ugarte and Kobe Mino. Then the 2 10s behind the striker, we have Garnacho on the left and Fernandez behind Joshua Zirkzee. I picked Joshua Zirkzee because he's to me right now, currently, I think he's better than Rasmus Højlund. I love Rasmus Højlund, still young, but unfortunately, he's not delivering. But he still has time. He still has time for redemption. He can always make a great comeback. He might look at Maguire. Maguire should be a testimony for everyone. He's had what a turnaround for him. What a turnaround for him. So Rasmus Højlund is still young. Age is still on his side. He can always make a comeback. Not that anyway, most of the strikers really start firing right away. No, we've seen majority of them start scoring goals or, start becoming constant and all that after 24, 25 years and onwards. Look at Gyökeres. He was very poor, and not until he was at Sporting Lisbon and Amorim that he started scoring goals. He's around 26, 27 years. But so I would pick Joshua Zirkzee over Rasmus Højlund. Let him start. The only thing I'm worried about is us utilizing our chances. We need to start converting those goals, guys. We need to start converting, those chances into goals. We create a lot of chances, but we put them all to waste. It all goes in vain, and it's painful. It's very, very painful. And our opponents, every little chance they get, it's a goal inside. So I'm really worried. I hope players, I hope Amorim, his team, Fernandez, Carlos Fernandez, I hope they work on that. We really need a killer boy right in front of the park, right in front of the 2 10s. I don't know. I hope in the summer, Isak is around, but I understand Arsenal wanted him. Although they had a bid, £60 million bid turned down for Watkins. And he's old anyway. Anyway, let me concentrate on my beloved Manchester United. We need a poacher. We need a striker in the summer, because right now, anyone that we point at is going to it's going to come handy in terms of money. It's going to be very expensive. Isak is available. I don't know whether Newcastle would let him go. Gyökeres is available. And United, if they can send more strikers out there in South America, I believe there are strikers in Italy, Europe, South America, in Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay. There are those young strikers that I believe we can bring, and they will be very good. Look at all the signings we've been signing now. Apart from Ugarte, who's around 25, and Joshua, how old is Joshua Zirkzee? 24, 25? All the other players, look at Lenny Yoro. Lenny Yoro is how old? 20, he's 20 years, they're 18 years, 19 years now. They're all, look at Patrick Dogu, 20 years. Look at Aiden Heaven, 18 years. Diego Leon, 17 years. I think he made 18 soon, rather a few days ago. All those players that are coming. Toby Collier, still a kid in the midfield. I would love to. By the way, Amorim should put him on the bench. He had a great first half against FCSB midweek Europa. So Collier should be on the bench. But the project, I love that. I love that we have youngies around. Diallo, Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund is also in that bracket, so it hurts me that he cannot fit in. I love that age bracket. It shows prospect, We will come back and just talk about that. But that's my starting lineup. And I would, if I'm to give the score for me, much as I know Crystal Palace has been a bully, honestly, they have an edge considering the stats and the recent, meetings. I would give United 2-1. I mean, United, you have that home advantage. You are at Old Trafford. I know it's not a fear factor anymore like how it used to be, but let's take advantage of that. Let's take advantage of that. Marcus Rashford is soon joining Aston Villa, from what I understand. Tyrell Malacia is moving on. You know what? Let me give you the transfer news. I think let's switch, sorry, straight to the transfer news. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do subscribe, and here we go.